Everyone, so today I have a little bit of a different kind of a video. I've never done a video like this before, but I am trying to use up this palette here, and this is kind of a tough palette to use, honestly, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to break down a couple different eyeshadows in here, mix them together. So if you're interested in seeing how I get these eyeshadows to look, just keep on watching. Before we get started, I just wanted to show you this one here. I'm wearing this eyeshadow today, and I blended 3 different eyeshadow colors from this palette, which I'll show you in the corner as I'm talking. So I had a silver color, I had a pinky peach color, and the blue color. So the blue by itself was impossible to blend. It was just patchy. It didn't look good, and so I was trying to find a way to use it because I was starting to absolutely hate it. And now I don't hate it quite as much, and honestly it's almost gone now, and I like the way that the looks have been turning out. I've gotten so many compliments, so I just want to try it again because I just know that this palette, the mattes are really hard to blend. I don't know why that is, but it is. But the shimmery, softer shades are a lot easier to use. So that's why I've been mixing them together. Well, this is the first time. So before I go and start that one there, this is what I have left. So probably have enough for maybe 1 or 2 days. But as you can see, I didn't put any liquid or cream in here. I've just been letting it be dry and just taking my eyeshadow brush in here, and I've really been liking how it's been working out. And then on top I've been using a different palette altogether, but for now we're just going to concentrate on this palette here. So without any further ado, I have a piece of paper here, just random piece of paper. So I'm going to go ahead and use this here, which I got this from Amazon. I'm sure you can get it anywhere. But I use this side here to break the powders apart, and this side here to just kind of, mix it all together. So I'm just going to go ahead, start that, and then I will show you what the powders look like before I start mixing them. This right here is the shade Grim, and I'm going to go ahead and grab another shade out of the palette. The shade here is Thalia, so on the left is Grim, and then this is Thalia, so I'm going to break it all together, put it together, and I'll show you what it looks like. Before I break it down, I just thought I'd show you, these are what the 2 colors look like on their own, so I'm really interested to see what they start looking like when they're together. So I chopped it as fine as I could, and I'm going to go ahead and just start blending with this other side here. So I'm just going to carefully kind of blend this all together, and I'm really interested to see, so I'm going to hold this better for you, see what this will turn out like, because this matte one is really hard and like dry and just hard to work with. Just like the blue was, I can already tell it's the same kind of texture. So, and this other side here, it's really soft. So I'm just going to keep on blending this. I'll come back and then I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like. I'll show you on my hand first. I ended up getting a little bit on top of here. I hope you can still see what it looked like before. So this was the dark color by itself. This is the color that I mixed it with. And then this here is the turnout. I think it's really pretty. It actually has a little bit of shimmer, and this camera's not doing it justice, but it has some shimmer to it. I really like it, and I think it's going to be a lot easier to apply to the eyes, not as dry, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be hard to work with just like the matte alone. And that is exactly, and I'll have a picture of my eyeshadow that I'm using now, what it looked like, and I have a small video, the before and after, also the picture. But yeah, I think this is going to be really nice to use, and this is what it's looking like right now. I do have a couple different sizes of containers to use. I couldn't find the third one. I know it's somewhere in my closet, but I can't remember which box I put it in. Anyway, so this is the biggest one that I have, and then this is the smallest one that I have, and honestly, I think this is going to be enough space here. It's like a really good eyeshadow container when I'm breaking them apart, and I've also been using this for concealers, anything that I want to, get more use out of, and I can't get it out of the container by itself, so I've been putting my stuff in here, and that's making me use up my products so much faster. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and scoop all of this into this container, and I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like. Alright, so I have it all in here, so I'm just going to go ahead and use my finger and just kind of flatten it, just so it's not quite as loose and powdery. So that is what my eyeshadow is going to be looking like. And again, go ahead and swatch since I already have it on my hands. So that's going to be the shade. It's really pretty. I really like it, and it's really natural, and it's great for every day, but at the same time, it has just a little bit of glitter in there, which I really like, and it's a little lighter than the color Grim itself, and so I think combining these, I think it's going to be a lot easier to work with, and I'm going to like using it a lot more. At least that's what I have found out when I went and used this and broke this apart. This palette's just kind of harder to work with, like I said. So doing it this way, not only do I like the color better, it's easier to use up, and I don't feel like I'm being forced to use it as I'm panning and not liking it, because I did choose the color in my own little way. I really enjoy putting eyeshadows in these little containers. Again, I don't know if I said, but these are from Amazon, and there's so many different ones you can find, and I really enjoy using them. I'm going to have them for years because it came in a huge kit. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy and you like videos like this, like I said, this is new to me, and I was just trying to find a way to use this palette up without absolutely hating using and trying to work with shadows that I don't know if they ever really, this is an older palette, so maybe the texture changed a little bit, but I do still want to use it up because it is just powder, and I feel like I could still use it, and it's not terrible, and some shades are better than others. So yeah, I was just trying to find a way to use up my palette by hopefully the end of March. I'm not quite sure, but that is my goal if you're new. And I just didn't want to hate pan, and wanted to enjoy using this palette again without struggling so much with the eyeshadows. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.